Just thinking about it makes my eyes water. It makes me so happy. I've never had a student never touch my life like that.
What she did for me was, something I'll never forget.
Azur Kamara is a former student at Frank Borman Elementary School.
That impact had a big effect on me. I feel like it set a foundation for my success at this point.
Margaret Bradley was his 6th grade teacher.
I thought you were doing great with what you did with the languages, and I didn't realize what else you overcame. I am so impressed with you.
It's been more than a decade since the two reconnected by Zoom, a new technology for an old school teacher.
I appreciate you getting in touch with me. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4" now.
That's big enough to play college football at Kansas University, and now as a linebacker with the Dallas Cowboys.
Cardinals, forgive me. I am going to be a Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm watching the Cowboys.
Born in the Ivory Coast in West Africa, Azur arrived in Phoenix when he was just 10 years old. The only thing familiar to him? The extreme heat.
The temperature wasn't that much of a difference, coming from Africa. But other than that, the culture, was for sure was different.
Azur says he remembers Miss Bradley's warm smile and kindness and decided to track her down to thank her for not giving up on him.
Coming from Africa, teachers don't do that type of stuff. They don't just give you a soccer ball or a dictionary. So being introduced to that sort of thing from the very first day, that was the one thing that stood out for me. And up to this point, I'll never forget that moment.
And Miss Bradley never forgot Azur, using him as an example for success for hundreds of her students who came after him.
Eager to learn. Whenever I wanted to help you, you'd let me help you. Whether it was math, English, history, whatever you wanted to learn. You had a thirst for knowledge and you wanted to succeed. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
He's made such an influence on my life. Whenever I get a little discouraged with a student that didn't want me, I'd think of him.
How happy is she that a former student cared enough to reach out to thank her?
So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 20.